We're going to be talking about why you should stop using debit cards. I know. It sounds a little dramatic because it is, but if you are an immigrant or if you were raised by immigrants or if you grew up in an African household, credit is probably a bad thing, right? You're told that credit is synonymous to debt. You should use a debit card because it's safer. We've all heard those things, but are they true or are they keeping us stuck? In today's video, I'm going to tell you why you should stop using a debit card for certain things and start using a credit card responsibly. Heavy on the responsibly, because the reason why a lot of our parents and our aunties and our uncles have told us credit is bad is because when not used responsibly, yes, you can get yourself into debt, but when not used at all, you can really limit yourself. So let's get into today's video. But before we get into it, my question to you is, where are you from? Because I know this is only relevant to the Western world, but this is a very diverse community. I would like to know where you are from so that I can make videos that are relevant to you. So go ahead and plug your flag down below so I can make sure that upcoming videos are relevant to you. Hi and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Vanessa, and on this channel we talk all things earning more and building wealth. And today we are going back to school to talk about things that school somehow forgot to talk about. We're going to be talking about why you shouldn't use a debit card. Yes, I said do not use a debit card. But for what? We're going to talk about that later in the video, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons. And while all of these are important reasons, number 3 is the most important one because you could actually lose your money if you don't know this. And number 4 is my personal favorite because who doesn't like the soft life? Who don't like enjoyment? I mean, I do. So if you're ready to pick up these gems, then please go ahead and hit the like button so this video can go out to more women and help them become financially empowered. The first reason is that you win when your money makes you more money. That's why I talk about investing. That's why I talk about starting a side hustle with the money that you do have, because you don't want your money to just be static in a savings account. I mean, we've talked all about why you shouldn't keep your money in the bank. So when you compare a card that gives you nothing for spending money to a card that actually gives you money for spending money, I mean, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna go with the one that pays me for spending money, okay? Some cards like Fidelity Rewards card even offer as much as 2% cash back. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I want my coins. When I spend my money, give me money for spending my money. Number 2, my sweetheart, give yourself a chance at your dream life. Honey, the house you want, the nice car you want, the stability you want. You know what you need to get those things? A good credit score. And one of the most important things you need for a good credit score is credit history. It accounts for 35% of what your credit score is. So if you're only using a debit card and you're not building your credit history, guess what will happen when you're ready to buy a house? Your credit score might not be where you want it to be, which means higher interest rates, and in the worst case, you might not even get the loans that you need. So, honey boo boo, if you see yourself buying a really nice house in the future, make sure that you're paying off all your credit card debt. The best thing to do is to use your credit card for things that are essential, like things you would already spend money on, and then pay it off in full every month. So if your living expenses every month cost about $800 and you can actually afford to pay that amount of money for your bills with your debit card, use your credit card instead and then pay it off in full before it's due. That is the kicker, okay? Don't go acquiring crippling debts just because you want to build your credit. It's like you're doing the opposite. What you want to do is increase your credit history without reducing your credit utilization ratio. But this video is not fully about how to get a good credit score. If you want me to make a video about that, then let me know in the comment section. But if you use your credit card for things that you normally would use your debit card for, then you build your credit history and increase your credit score. Then you give yourself a good shot at getting nice things like your dream house. Number 3, I told you this one is the most important reason not to use a debit card. And that is the fact that debit cards are connected to your real money, your real cash in the bank. Credit cards are not. Did you hear that? And because of this, fraudsters can actually have access to your money if they have access to your debit card details. And if you think the only way that fraudsters can have access to your debit card details is when you give your password away, you're wrong, honey. This can even happen when you use your debit card in retail outlets like stores and gas stations. And you know what's worse? If for whatever reason, and I recommend you don't live like like this, sis. But if for whatever reason you don't ever check your bank statements, you don't have online banking, you don't pay attention to your finances, and 60 days pass after the fraudster has taken your money, it's possible not to even get your money back. No girl. But if you use a credit card and a fraudster gets hold of your information and steals your money and uses your credit card, you can only be responsible for up to $50, which means anything above that you would get compensated for. Your maximum liability is just $50. So even if they use $1,000 of your credit card, your liability is $0 to $50. But on a debit card, if they take that same $1,000 and you don't notice it in 60 days, you could get nothing back. And I don't want that for you, girl. And that's why I'm giving you this information. Number 4 is my favorite, like I already told you. You can actually earn rewards that can be used to travel, at restaurants, at hotels. If you want me to make a video about that, I don't know if you care, but if you do, let me know in the comment section below. And number 5 is closely related to number 4. If you're someone who travels a lot, then it's worth it to get travel protection. And with some credit cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred cards, which run me my coin, Chase. This video is not even sponsored by them, but if it's good, it's good. But they offer up to $500 in travel protection, which means say you're supposed to meet up with Bae and you're supposed to have dinner. Say you're supposed to meet up with Bae and you're supposed to have dinner in Paris, Italy, and your flight gets delayed and so you have to spend more hours in the airport than you would like to. You could be compensated for up to $500 that you can spend in a hotel, and I'm here for it because if you're gonna stress me, then pay me. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember that I'm rooting for you, so please don't stop rooting for yourself. And until next time, please take care.